eating like a breakfast platter, like my mom had cooked. Is this, and I had prayed over it before I had started the video. It's fried bologna, in case you didn't see it. Fried bologna with pancakes, syrup, um, eggs, and grits. Pancake. And I'll be telling about it. A dream that I had. That was strange, kind of. And my opinions about like certain movies and stuff. Grits. Mm, grits is good. There was this video that I saw on TikTok where it was like you probably have seen it before. It was like this mom that was sitting in her bedroom with her son, and she had like two sons, I believe, and like the oldest son was supposed to have left over his friend's house, and so it happens that he was still there, but I think she had already called and found out that he was still at his friend's house because she had heard a knock on the other side of her bedroom door, and it sounded just like her son. And the little boy, he had thought that was his oldest brother on the other side of the door, and he was trying to get up and answer the door. It was like a knock on the door, like mom, let me in, mom, you know, like that. And the younger son was trying to get up there and answer the door, and the mom was stopping him. There was one where a husband, well, a guy, he was, checking on his wife. He thought that his wife was downstairs where he was at, and so happens that his wife was in the shower the whole time because it was a woman sitting at a desk downstairs where he was at, looking just like his wife. So I guess it's saying like it was a mimic, like a familiar spirit, just something that is imitating stuff that, or imitating people that you be seeing out in this world, or somebody in your family or whoever. Something. And I'ma just say it. You might be a fan of the movies that I list, but I hate every single alien movie. That was a shirt. I don't like it because they just creepy. And one that I'ma name is Slither. If you never seen it. There's another one called Species, and the thing, Alien in like the late 80s or 70s or something. I guess I could say Men in Black is not as terrifying as the ones that I, mentioned. I don't care. I do not care. I don't like alien movies. There was one alien movie that I watched where this alien guy, his head was not decapitated, but he was still alive. And as his head was decapitated, he was able to still talk. And it was like this milky stuff coming out of his mouth. This milky stuff coming out of his mouth that I'll say resembles, of course, milk. All I can say, that was like some years ago. I quit drinking milk because of that part in the movie. It was just gross and disgusting. I just quit drinking it. I didn't want to consume milk anymore when I seen that part. Like his blood, like looked it like milk. Trying not to make a mess. Now, have any of you seen a 1990s show called Parenthood? Watching, I was watching a show on Tubi TV when it was up there. They should have some of the free episodes also on YouTube for the people who haven't seen it. But Robert Townsend, he was the main character of the show, and the show is called Parenthood. Came out in 1995, etc. And on one episode I wanted to mention, it was called Bad Rap. I think it was called Bad Rap, and it was about Zaria's best friend Jasmine dating um this R&B singer Malik. His name was Malik, and let's just say Malik was not so nice to Jasmine. He was really abusive towards her. Always lost his temper towards people, and Zaria didn't know at first. You know, she was a fan of Malik. He came over by Zaria's house and met her and TK. TK is Zaria's step brother. All I can say is that all of the girls in the episode, all the girls like in the audience, like you know the audience that goes off like when the character on the show does something, the audience in the background, they love them some TK. But back to Jasmine's character, she's in this abusive relationship with this guy named Malik. She wants to continue to stay with him because she thinks that staying with him would change him. I mean, he'll act all cool and stuff like around Zaria or other people like that. But once it's just him and Jasmine, he'll show his true colors. But Zaria ended up catching a glimpse of how Malik really was. He was a loser. She was letting Jasmine know that she need to let go of this guy because this guy is gonna end up hurting her. Zaria was letting her know that this guy's going up hurting her. She needs to let go of this guy. But Jasmine wanted to continue to stay with him. And it was like this like party thing. It was having like this get together where like they try to like promote him, or I don't know what to call it. Like where they put the artist's music, you know, out there more, where it'll get popular or go mainstream or whatever. Well, Drew Hill was the guest star, so this was like in the 90s, and they was talking to Malik, the star of the party. You know, they was telling him about how all of them could collab together, you know, as a super group, and, you know, sing together on stage, etc. And after Drew Hill left, um, Malik showed his tail off. Jasmine had made him a plate of food because she wanted to fix her boyfriend a nice plate of food. And what does Malik do? He smashes the plate of food against the wall. He said, "How many times do I have to tell you I don't eat red meat?" Just slammed the plate against the wall, just acted like a complete loser towards her. Then he got all up in her face. "What's wrong with your brain, girl? Clean this up and fix me something to eat." The audacity of him. He told that girl that. And what did Jasmine do? What did she do? She bent over and cleaned the stuff up. And she wanted Zarya to stay out of it. Zarya's like, you can't keep letting them treat you like this, Jasmine. This is not right. And Jasmine looked at Zarya like, listen, Zarya, if you're my real friend, just stay out of it. Just please. If you're really my friend, just stay out of it. She wanted Zarya to stay out of it. She didn't want nobody to get involved with what was going on between her and Malik. And one day when Jasmine was over on Zarya and them house, Malik ended up coming over. He was looking for Jasmine. But when Jasmine was away, she was upstairs somewhere, I guess in Zarya's room. Malik ended up pushing up on Zarya. He ended up kissing her, like basically grabbing her. Like first he tried to offer her this necklace. And then Zarya like, I don't want no necklace from you. And they were like, okay, well, what about this? He didn't really say it like that, but he basically said like, what about this? He pushed her up close to him and just started smooching her. And Zarya pushed him away. She was like, don't you ever put your lips on me like that again. And I'm going to tell Jasmine. And Malik was so cold and cruel. He said, you gonna think Jasmine gonna believe you? That little groupie. I got that little groupie so spraying that she wouldn't believe you anyway. That's the way he kind of said it. It was a little bit cringy. He was like, is that what you think of her? Like, you